Evet arkadaşlar, İlahi Komedya'ya oyun seansına hoş geldiniz. En son The Shapeshifting dedektif oynuyorduk. Katili arıyorduk. Cinayeti çözmeye çalışıyorduk. En son tarafçıyla görüştük. Herkes şüpheliydi. Amir dahil. Bakalım devamlı ne olacak? Part 2 çekiyoruz. Öncelikle videoyu beğenmeyi ve abone olmayı unutmayın. Başlayalım. Şimdi en son Zack'le görüştüğümüz checkpoint aldığımız sıkıntı orada. Tamam, Zack'le görüştük. Oscar'la görüşecek bir şey diyor mu? Heh. Romin'le neydi? Dört tane fotoğraftan çekmiş. Nasıl haberin yok oğlum senin? Tek derdin bu mu sence? Bilmiyorum. Burada soruları ben sorarım evlat. Ben sorarım, sen cevaplarsın. Yani onları görebilmek şüpheli. Hayır profesör. Sen bir yere ziyaret etme kardeşim. Amirle görüşelim. Şimdi.
For her? And the feeling wasn't mutual. Artists have muses, apparently. Wish I had one. And I'm all for a good boudoir picture, but who are they for? There's definitely a strong connection between those two then.
Hiçbir şey olmamış, devam ediyorum. Yani az önce oyun konuşmaları sessiz bir şekilde altyazıdan okudunuz. Sonradan fark ettim ama fark ettik. Yoksa oyun gidiyordu gümbürtüye. Neyse, belki başkası için de.
Well, unless they were for Oscar, I don't know. Unless there's someone else about to come out of the woodwork. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. Zach says he's sleeping with Violet, which I doubt. Zach did other photo sessions with Dorota. Boudoir. I wonder what else he's not telling us. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. Bronwyn and Lexi lied about being together last night. You're still following up Birmingham. Keep me posted. Yeah, you mentioned the word traveller to me, but he's nothing. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Tamam, şimdi bu gelinlik mevzusunu dediğine göre bu gelinlik mevzusunu bilen başka birisinden öğrenebiliriz. Hani eğer başka birisi çıkarırsa ağzından bu gelinlik mevzusunu, onda biraz şüpheler üstüne barındıracağız gibi duruyor. Bakalım. Mansiyona geri dönelim. Şimdi pansiyona geri dönmüşken Violet, yine sıradan Violet'ten başlayalım.
Do we really have to?
Ya zorundayız. Ben istersem ya onu yapmak zorundayız. Ben soracağım, sen cevap söyleyeceksin. Direkt yattığınızı
How
söyle.
vulgar. Yes, I suppose that is what he'd say. But I've never let him lay a finger on me. He says we're in a relationship, but he doesn't act like it.
Niye öyle
He
davranmıyor?
thinks he's irresistible to women. No.
Küçük kız. Ne haber? Sen kimsin? Ürperdik.
Sam, look, I can't talk right now. I'm doing phone readings. Gotta pay for a John somehow. Lexi's locked in till 8 too. I can sort you out afterwards, yeah?
Yeni cinayetler mi var? Lexi'ye de uğrama dedi. Reyne uğrayalım o zaman. Şimdi Birmingham biraz
Fine,
oluyor.
Sam. Birmingham. Mercury took us to Birmingham. We didn't know what for. We never really know what for. But we turned up. It started with a girl, Ginny. She was South African. I only mention it because that was its thing.
Güney Afrika.
Yeah. We didn't know at the time, but in hindsight, it was after South African girls. 3 to be exact. The Traveller wanted 3. You should ask Bronwyn. She's the one that knows about rights. I just know it normally involves 3, and all 3 share a common attribute.
Şimdi bana
I guess
gezginlerden
you might
bahset.
call them demons, in as much as they can get inside us. They come from other worlds. Kind of, yeah. Quantum physics is real, didn't you know? There are many universes. In technical terms, a traveller is a trans-dimensional being far more superior to us, in as much as they can choose which reality to hang out in. We just get this one. Yes, disturbingly. It's actually a lot more complicated than that. They choose a reality/universe where they actually evolve to become the person they're possessing. So they jump in a few million years before our timelines intersect. They can't just jump into someone. It takes a few hours for
Anlamayız
that.
abi. Bize
They
gel
make the
anlat.
decision before they travel, which is why we can catch them. Yes, probably. The tarot doesn't just sat-nav us to normal murders. I met him yesterday, doing the rounds, looking for reading work. Actually, oh no. He did mention the rota. He said there was this girl he was planning to meet up with. Said she was alone every Monday night because her parents go to the cinema. Do you know what that means? It was the rota Shaw.
Fotoğrafçı. Sen yaptıysan karanlık günler seni bekliyor. Odamıza gitsek. Violet olsak bir şeyler öğrenebilir miyiz? Zek'e gidelim.
Oh, hello, gorgeous.
Did you hear about Dorota? I came over last night, but you weren't here.
Bir blöf mu atsak? Yoksa Dorota'yı duydum diye ağzım yok. Bence blöf atalım. Dün gece geldim ama burada değildin. Diyelim. Bir Zek'le uğraşalım biraz.
Well, that explains why there was no answer when I called you. I was definitely here. Everyone in town's heard. She's a local celebrity now.
Local celebrity? Were you
Biraz
sleeping
daha
with her?
şizofrene bağlayıp kıskançlık yapalım. Onunla yatıyor muydun? Diyelim, yoksa yerel ünlü olan mı?
Violet? Of course not.
Biraz korkutalım.
I only have eyes for you.
That's not what I heard.
Ben öyle
This
değilim.
again. I told you, I'm not seeing anyone else. I have gorgeous women in my studio all the time, but you're special. Not because you won't take off your clothes, I'm expecting that at some point. It's just, you're so clever and well educated. And the icing on the cake, you're the most beautiful woman I've ever met.
Bu eleman yalan söylüyor. Pansiyona gidelim. Zek ya. Şimdi Rain olsak.
Hello, I'm Rain.
Taksi çağıralım. Zek
Rain!
gelir.
I'm surprised to see you here. I take it you know about Dorota already. All that stuff we talked about yesterday,
Dün ne
that's
konuştunuz?
strictly between you and me.
What stuff?
That's the spirit. Now, I think it's best if we don't get caught speaking to each other. Overcautious, I'm sure, but I think it's for the best nonetheless. Maybe we can get together for a lad's night out after this is all blown over. Yeah?
Kararsız kaldım.
No.
Kalsın mı gitsin, kalsın mı gitsin, kalsın.
Oh,
Great. Well, I'll see you soon.
Sonra görüşelim. Oscar olsak, Zack Weston'a gitsek. Biraz sen kimsin birader yapsak.
I'm Oscar.
Olalım. Ortamıza gidelim. Sem'e dönelim.
It's 8 o'clock and time for another August update. Police investigating the death of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw have said there's no evidence to connect her boyfriend to the murder. Chief DuPont's statement was delivered in response to speculation from local residents that it was a crime of passion. Miss Shaw's strangled body was found by her mother around 10 p.m. last night in what the chief is calling a puzzling crime.
I can't believe people are gossiping already, Poe.
It's always the person closest to the victim, isn't that what they say?
But that poor boy. A reminder also that due to the murder, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced soon. The weather's getting worse tonight with heavy rain forecast. So if you're heading out, you might want to take a jacket. Or a cap.
Or wear the jacket in the cab. That's 8 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Sıradaki kısma geçelim.
Sam.
Sıradaki kısım.
I've got news. We've done a reading.
Kanına baktık.
So Five of Swords. That's the same card as yesterday.
Kılıç beşlisi bize geldi. Eyvah.
let's hope it's not the Knight of Wands. This doesn't look good.
It's fine. This happens all the time. There are 78
Geldiler.
cards in a deck. The same ones come up a lot.
I get it, but we drew the exact same cards yesterday. What are the odds of pulling all three again?
1 in 474,552. I know. I get asked a lot.
Bet it's a Ten of Swords.
It's happening again. There's going to be another murder. Then Lexi did her thing, and now we have a name. Alice Monroe.
Ha? Radyocu. Radyocu. Amir'le görüşeyim ilk önce. İlk önce Amir'e haber verelim. Anlatalım durumu. Ondan sonra Alice'le görüşmeye gidelim. Önemli.
Sam, do me a favour, go easy on Violet. If we need to get anything out of her,
Bir dur kardeşim.
let me deal with
Violet,
it.
Violet
She'll open
tutturdun
up to
ya. Aşık mısın sen bu kıza ya?
We've got a new target. Alice Monroe.
Sen nereden biliyorsun?
Rain still says he was praying in his room,
Tamam.
alone. You say Bronwyn and Lexi's alibis don't add up. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Direkt Alice'le görüşelim.
You must be Sam.
Ben sevmem, evet.
I just got off the phone with Chief DuPont. I can't believe it. First Dorota, now me.
Turuncu saç şey mi? Turuncu saç mı olay? Kızıl yani. Turuncu kızıl saç mı olay? Dorota'yı tanır
Yes.
mıydın?
We were friends. I hadn't known her for long, only a few weeks.
Nasıl tanış?
We met at the gala. I was hosting and she was playing the cello, you know? I guess we talked for a little while and then she asked me for a drink after the show.
Dorota lezbiyen mi?
After we'd had a few drinks, she invited me back to her house. I thought we were just gonna chat, watch a movie, that sort of thing. Then she kissed me. I was so shocked. She was so attractive. So I kissed her back.
Poe da girdi. Poe da girdi. Poe da girdi. Poe buna aşıksa bir aşk cinayeti olabilir. Sonraki hedefi bunu gösteriyor falan. Bilmiyorum.
This is just between us, right?
Aramızda.
We fooled
Aynen.
around. I don't have many friends, Sam. Everyone thinks because I'm on the radio, I have tons of friends, so nobody ever approaches me. I get lonely. But Dorota was my friend, and I liked making her happy.
Arkadaşın yok mu deyip böyle bir flört mü etsek?
I'm not going into detail, Sam.
Detaya geç.
We
detaya
pledged
geç.
each other
Tamam.
multiple times.
Tamam. Çok fazla kez yaptınız, evet. Dorot'un sevgisi olduğunu biliyor musun?
Oscar, yeah. She was a bit confused. When we started seeing each other, she didn't like him touching her anymore. I didn't mind, but she did. So I told her if he wanted to get sexual, then maybe she should try something else. I said some guys like to watch, so tell him it would be sexy if he could look but he couldn't touch. As far as I know, it worked.
Aa!
The killer was in her wardrobe? What? Well, then it had to be Oscar. He's the only one it could be. That doesn't make any sense. Then she was seeing someone else? No. Someone she knew. Knew she'd be alone? A stalker? I don't think so. We were very discreet. It was more fun that way.
Şimdi bana
We're
Poe'dan bahset.
co-hosts on the radio. Oh, sorry. You know that already. We've been partners for 2 years now. He's a good friend.
Partner miydiniz, arkadaş mı? Önemli olan soru bu. Onlar da
Can't we be both, Sam? Poe's his radio name. He's actually John Poe. He's on air now, but you can come back at 8:30 if you want to see him.
Görüşeceğiz onunla. Dün
On
gece nerede?
air? We both were. We broadcast live hourly news reports. It's how we keep our funding. Not very well. He's done a few shoots of me and Poe to promote the show.
Hakkında ne
He's-
düşünüyorsun?
Fine. He keeps asking me to pose for him, you know, without any clothes on. I always say no. No. Sorry. I did have a strange dream last night, though. My life was playing on a TV screen, and every time I did something, another version of me started playing over the first. In the end, there were so many versions it became a fog. It filled my lungs. I couldn't breathe. And then I woke up. What do you think that means, Sam? I don't know what. I mean, I'm anxious now. Maybe it was predicting Dorota's death. Or mine. That sounds reassuring. I hope it's not just words, Sam.
Vallahi biraz öyle
You
şey
kind of just
söylüyormuşum gibi
asked
geldi
about
bana.
Dorota since you got here.
Biraz sanki bize bana da.
Sam, you forgot your phone.
Çok gergindi. Hiç beklemiyordum. Biraz camp scare yemiş gibi oldum. Hiç beklemiyordum bu anı. Zak'la görüşelim.
Monroe. Everyone knows her. She's a local radio star here.
Şu çok özgüvenli konuşuyor ya. Bu çocukta var ya, kesin bir şey var ya. Onunla tanıştım mı?
Couple of times, promo shoots, that sort of thing. No, she is my type though. Type of model. I'll ask her about the boudoir shoot again.
Evet ve bu kız ne alaka?
Excellent work. Gold star for you. Oh, hello. This is my goddaughter, Sophia. She's only 9 and she's a maths genius.
Hello.
I have to pop to my room to get something. Be nice to her while I'm gone. Otherwise, I might have to smother you in your sleep.
What's your name? I'm Sophia. Pleased to meet you. Do you want to know a secret?
Evet,
Violet was taken by aliens in their ship. Shh. She doesn't want anyone to know.
Sorry about that. Sophia, your mother will be here for you soon, so run along and wait. Now, Sam, how can I help you? Of course. Poe and Monroe. She's on the radio. Yes, I believe I did. She was here once for something. I don't remember now.
Saydım buraya sormayalım. Selam Bromin. Şimdi ilk önce Rain ayinleri bildiğini söyledi.
A little bit. What did you want to know? A rite can take many forms, but from what we know about these travelers, it seems to be performing some kind of coming-of-age ceremony. Yes, a rite of passage. Running havoc in our dimension is rewarded in theirs. Not fair, is it?
Niye önce de
3 is a powerful number. There's a divine balance to it in our universe anyway. But maybe it doesn't mean anything where the traveler's from. Maybe 3 is just the carry-on limit for interdimensional travel. Was it a gold coin? I should have known. That's the same as Birmingham. Although they beheaded the victims, they all had gold coins in their mouths. It's their way of marking their territory to prove it's their work.
Alice
No.
Monroe'dan bahsederiz.
I can do a reading if you want. Well then, that's the end of my Zach wiki. I've heard on the radio, but other than that, I don't know anything about her. I want to help though. That's the $1 million question, isn't it? Although we can be sure of one thing.
İkisi de kızıl abi. İkisi de kızıl da. İkisi de kızıl, muhtemelen ikisi de katil tanıyor. Böyle bir sıkıntı var. Oscar kendini garantiliyor mu? Ben yine de hala Oscar'dan bir tık şüpheleniyorum. Ama Alice de biraz şey verdi. Vibe verdi, böyle bir kaçık vibe verdi biraz. O kapıyı çalmaları falan. Violet zaten şizofren. Hala yapmış olabilir diyorum. İkisi de kızıl abi.
She sounded blonde on the radio, but Mercury called her as a redhead.
Yardıma
Yes, of
ihtiyaç.
course, anything.
Kızıl bir olaysa sıradaki hedefin Violet olması lazım. Sıradaki hedef Violet değilse bu sefer Violet'e çok üstünde çok şüphe birikiyor. Ama Amir de Violet'i çok koruyor. Zack de çok şüpheli. Çok karmaşık. Falcılardan bir şey çıkmayacak gibi sanki ama.
I've already been doing that, but sure, I'll keep at it. Maybe it'll feel sorry for me and finally put out.
Şimdi
So
Lexi'ye
what's the
gidelim.
news about Alice? I feel so useless sitting here. I want to help. Yes, please use me. Tell me what to do.
Bir şey yap abi. Şimdi Zack Weston'dan öğrenebildiklerini öğrenme desek. Zack Weston'dan
Who's that?
öğrenebildiklerini öğren.
Is he a suspect? I guess he must be. Okay, I'm on the case. Just give me a minute to get ready and I'll be off.
Tamam, sen zevk ve sınırsal ilgilen. Reyne de Violet'e göz kulak oldurabilirsek. Birmingham hakkında biraz daha bir şeyler anlatsın.
In Birmingham, it was a man called Uri Harris. He worked as a butcher. He beheaded all 3 girls within hours of each other. And we couldn't stop it. He pleaded not guilty for reason of temporary insanity. The Butcher of Birmingham received 3 life sentences and won't be seeing the light of day anytime soon. We know it wasn't him, though. We know it was a traveller. I know the name. She's off the radio. Hard to get away from it in this town.
Taksi çağır. Şimdi benden büyük ihtimal birisi olup Lexi olup Zek'e gidelim. Bak odana git.
You're only alive because we want you to be.
Amir olalım. Bayağıdır amir olmuyoruz.
Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Bilet'te başlayalım.
Claude.
Violet, there's been a UFO sighted on a night that you can't remember.
Shh! Claude, I told you never to speak about this. Wait. So you think it's real?
I need you to tell Sam what happened.
Help what? Me? I'll think about it.
Ve amir itinayla Violet değil diyor.
Chief, what a surprise to see you. Again.
Why didn't you tell me Ellis was next?
I told you Dorota was first. And that didn't turn out very well, did it? Let's hope Sam does a better job than you did.
Bronwyn çözemediğim bir insan. Taksi çağırsak, Oscar'ı
Chief,
görürsek.
I wanted to ask you something.
What did you want to ask?
Ne sonra?
Am I still a suspect?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Listen, I think I might get out of this place soon.
Hayır,
Need some
yalnız
space.
kalamazsın. Buradan ayrılamazsın.
Yeah. So it's true then.
I haven't seen them. It's all tasteful stuff. Maybe a gift?
Just in shock. All the time. How could she be so different? I just can't process it all.
Chief DuPont, thanks for calling in.
I'm just checking you're safe.
At the moment, my heart's beating 1,000 times a minute and I can't sit still. Every noise or knock on the door makes me jump out of my skin, and I keep looking behind me. Is that safe? Yes, actually. Last year, with Dennis, remember?
Dennis?
Yes, Dennis. The stalker who broke into Radio August chloroformed me, tied me up, after stripping me down to my underwear. I told you about him 4, 5, 6 times, and you never did anything. Chief DuPont, yes. I'm scared.
Şimdi Lexi olalım.
Hi,
Lexi.
I'm Lexi.
Taksi çağır.
Sorry, we're closed. Unless you're here for something else.
I'm a friend of Dorota's.
Dorota. I'm sorry about what happened.
Dorota told me things about you.
Things? That's ominously vague. I'm not sure what you mean. Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Lexi.
Lexi. I like it. It's got an edge.
Lavuk herkes yürüyor ya.
Dorota says she knew you. Sing Violet, aren't you?
Şimdi
No, we're just friends.
lavuğa bak, herkes yürüyor ya.
That's not what Violet thinks.
Violet doesn't always see things clearly. It's fine. I know how to handle her. I know how to talk to her. She's a sweetheart when you get to know her.
Dorota says she knew you.
Yeah, she had a portrait session with me. Can I get you a drink?
No
Nice.
thanks.
A little bit won't hurt.
I know what you did to Dorota.
I didn't do anything to Dorota.
Onu öldürdün mü diyelim
You
yoksa onu
seduced
baştan
her.
çıkarttım.
You make it sound so sordid. Dorota didn't do anything she didn't want to.
Sıkıntılı. Şimdi Bronwyn olsak odamıza gidip biraz Bronwyn olalım.
Hi, I'm
I'm Bron.
Bronwyn.
Lexi'de bir
Bron.
işin var mı?
What are we going to do about Ellis?
What would you do about Alice?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Let's think. What have we
A few times we've caught up with the traveller, nothing's worked.
talking to?
Please don't kill that person. Okay, thanks. Oh no, look, you killed them anyway. You know that doesn't work, Bron.
Odana git. Zeg olsak
I'm Zach Weston. I need to talk about
What have you been doing with Ellis Monroe?
what haven't I been doing? What have you?
The tarot readers have predicted that she's the next victim. Do you think we should do something?
Want to?
Is that really all you think about? It's starting to look like August has a serial killer targeting redheads. Look at my hair, Zach. Does this look red to you?
Zach, what are you doing here?
I've been a naughty boy. I need to tell my previous partners.
Good to know. I'm not one of them though, so unless there's anything else?
Pose for me.
Zach, please stop asking. It's not gonna happen.
Just
Are you bullying me into taking my clothes off for you? That's sleazy. Just leave, Zach, before I call Chief DuPont.
I don't really want to. About a month ago, the guest house was empty and I was alone in my bedroom. All I could hear was dripping. Cold tap. Drip. Drip. Drip. And then it began. I could smell iron, a strong metallic smell. Then I could taste it on my tongue. And then weightlessness. Like time and space had stopped. That was the first time they took me. It's happened 5 times, even on clozapine. Get that strange aura, then I'm gone. I tests for epilepsy, amongst other things. But all the scans were normal. No. I have certain flashbacks. It's difficult to explain. I'm stuck in the wall of an enormous room made from these wooden vines, except the vines slowly move and drip with pain. My head is pushed out like I'm a trophy. If I look to my side, there are others' heads, all prisoners, being experimented on. They rearrange us like decorations, suck us backwards into the darkness and then thrust us back through the wall. And when they return me home, I'm broken. Cuts. Bruises. Memories. She has a wicked imagination for her age. Do you think you're sitting here now, Perception is reality, Sam. I needed to confide in someone, so I told Chief Dupont. Just Chief Dupont. And now you, apparently. Why are you talking about this again? You understand, every time you mention abduction, it opens up a vault of crushing memories that I'd rather stay locked up. No. Not even the moon.
It's 9 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Investigations into the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw are continuing this evening. Miss Shaw was found dead in her home at approximately 10 p.m. last night in what police are describing as a puzzling case. Residents are urged to be cautious until the perpetrator is caught. I cannot stress this enough, August. Stay safe out there. You mean the world to me. In other news, Monroe has been detained on urgent business, so you're stuck with me until she returns. Never fear, Monroe fans. We still have lots of pre-recordings, so you can relax with her angelic tones. That's 9 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Sıradaki kısım. Bir amirle görüşelim. Bir olayın özetini tekrar bakalım.
Sam, I've got some heavy rain news. Lawrence Petrovsky, that's his real name, and no, he's not a Russian spy, but he does have a criminal record. He was charged with the murder of a 21-year-old artist. Looks like he got off on a technicality by all accounts. About 3 months ago in Hong Kong. Be careful, Sam. If you're going to ask him about this, it could be a flight risk. And you know, there's a good chance he could be the killer. Door's behind you.
Böyle bir suçlama var ama gerçekliği hakkında bir bilgimiz var mı onu bilmiyorum. Tekrar bir özetleyelim. Ama Rain şüpheli. Diğer iki tarotçu bence Bronwyn ve Lexi biraz iyi tarafta da Rain şüpheli. Rain'i bilmiyorum.
Rain's still a suspect. No corroborated alibi. Bronwyn Castle has one, Lexi Taylor doesn't. I got my search back on Rain, or Petrovsky, as we should call him. He's got priors that you're looking into. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Zek'le görüş.
Probably right here. Why? I didn't realise I was under house arrest. Thanks for the advice. I hope I'm not the only suspect.
You're the detective. Monroe just called. This is madness. Who would want to hurt her?
Sen istiyormuşsun gibi ama. Bana
You know,
anlatamam.
this town is fascinating. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Have you ever read up on the real history of August? Then I won't bore you with it. Although you're missing out on a superbly bloodthirsty tale. We interviewed her about her scholarship not too long ago. Do you think whoever killed Dorota plans to kill Monroe? What makes you think she's in danger? Tarot? Does this have anything to do with the gentleman who stopped by? I didn't get his name, I'm afraid. He offered to do a spot on our show, doing tarot readings to answer listener questions. We said we'd think about it. We've worked together for years. She's the light to my shade, the angel to my demon, the diamond to my lump of coal. She told me to say all those things. Heavens no, I have a wife and 3 children, beloved spawn of my loins. Monroe and I are good friends, that's all.
O eleman şüphesiz.
Only a madman. Or woman. Monroe is August's sweetheart. Poe and Monroe, that was her idea. Our show? We were just another local radio station before that. It was Monroe who decided we should have a theme. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe. Don't tell me you haven't heard it, detective. That's what the Free Radio Project is all about. Uniting August via the airwaves. Monroe's been delivering free radios anywhere people might want to listen. Doctor surgeries, hairdressers, the guest house. I believe she charmed the local electrical store into donating them, in exchange for free advertising, of course. Dennis Piper, or Victor, as he's now known, an over-affectionate fan that read one too many Lovecraft novels, tried to sacrifice Alice, would you believe? Lucky I was here to save her.
Şans mı yoksa
I
planlı
have
mıydı?
no idea what you're talking about, Sam. The thought that I could engineer a whole sordid scenario just so I could swoop in at the last minute and be Elle's knight in shining armor. Chilling.
Şimdi araştırmaya devam edelim. Pansiyona gittik bu sefer.
Oh, it's you. I was hoping it might be Zach. No. And I've got some very important news for him if he ever shows up. Yes. If he ever shows up. No. Oh, him, yes. I've heard him on the radio. Never met in real life, though. Are you mocking me, Sam? No, I have never met the man. Yes, now I remember. It's the one in the hall. Sometimes cuts through the unbearable silence in this place. Not really. I expected her to be blonde for some reason.
Violet.
Sorry, Sam, what can I do for you? Yeah, I always cry around this time of night. What's the point, Sam, huh? If we can't save them. Mercury is a curse. It's like some tourist guide for murders. I try for Lexi and Rain to make them think that we can make a difference, make a change, but we haven't so far. What if we can't make a change?
Ya siz hep birisi kurtarmaya çalışıyorsunuz ama siz üçünüzden birisi katil olabilirsiniz ya. Hep kurtarmaya uğraşıyorsunuz ve hiç kimse kurtulmuyor.
Maybe if we could just save one person, Sam. Alice. We need to save her. We need to. Not really. But it wants to know why you're hesitating. Mercury thinks you are. I can see its point. Alice is in danger and you're still here asking questions.
Ne yapıyor oğlum?
Protecting her? I'm not saying lock her in a vault and surround her by guards, but anything would be justifiable at this point. I'd at least have eyes on her, and don't trust the police to do it. They have a poor track record. It rings a bell, but no. Sorry, Sam.
Nasıl tanımıyorsun peki? Sen var ya. Sende bir sıkıntı var.
It's a lovely place. It has the third most high-rise buildings of any city in the world.
Şimdi Lawrence Petrowski'den bahsetti, benim kaçırmayalım.
Honestly, you don't. Once they're caught, a few hours later they've hopped timelines into someone else. We just keep chasing them, continuously trying to stop them ruining lives. No, but they don't like being exposed. If Mercury pointed them out, they're already in trouble. We'd do a reading. Mercury would know.
Korkutmayalım. Ürpertmeyelim. Lexi'ye de gidelim. Ondan sonra part 2'de bitmeyecek. O yüzden biraz daha bekleyelim. Şimdi Zekile ne
It's
oldu?
weird. Zach thought he'd already met me. Why would that be, Sam? He thought I'd gone back to have my photo taken on a bed. What sort of photographer is he? And you sent me there by myself, Sam. Anyway, I did find out one thing. He has a massive collection of books about serial killers. What's that about?
Oo. Bana
He's off the
korkan
radio. I don't really know him. Actually, I'm glad you're here. I really, really want to do a reading for you right now. You know, to help. Great. Let me just draw 3 cards for you. This is just a general reading. You don't need a question. Okay. Oh, the 2 of Cups. That's mysterious. Is there anyone you feel a spark of attraction to? Maybe someone you've met recently?
No.
The Lovers. I did not expect that. It seems this attraction has the potential to be life-changing, if you want it to be. And finally, the Knight of Cups. This card is about pursuing your heart's desire. I think it's time to tell that someone special how you really feel. Wow, what an interesting reading. Does it mean anything to you?
Lexi bize mi yürüyorsun?
Sorry, I guess my intuition must be on the fritz tonight.
Lexi alenen bize yürüdü. Karıştırmadı. 3 tane açtı. Kartlar belli.
A who, what, betroths what? No. Should I?
Evet arkadaşlar. Lexi'ye de gittik. Part 2'de biter diyordum ama Part 2'de bitmeyecek galiba. Yani ne zaman biteceğini bilmediğim için bu partta böyle bitirelim. Part 3'te görüşürüz. Videoyu beğenmeyi ve abone olmayı unutmayın. Kendinize iyi bakın. Görüşmek üzere.